Hello, my friends. Hey, as we read through the Bible together in 2023, in the book of Jeremiah this evening, we pick up in chapter 9, at chapter 9. Y'all, I've got hearing aids, but I never wear them. Without them, I'm practically deaf. A couple of people fuss at me all the time because I don't wear them and can't ever hear what they're saying. I just don't like them. I stick these things in my ear all the time, and they don't bother me. But my hearing aids bother me for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, anyway, one of my longtime friends was fussing at me for 2 or 3 days about not wearing hearing aids. So I got them out this morning and charged them up and put them in my ears, and I wore them all day until I put these things in to make this video. And y'all, I can hear myself walking. I can hear stuff that I didn't know made noise. It's so weird what a difference they make. So I may start wearing them again. I turn them down way low. They have a volume adjustment knob on it. I had them turned way down low, but it still everything made noise. Opening the lid on the washing machine makes a noise. I didn't know that. But anyway, it was just amazing how good I could hear. And another side here before I start on chapter 9, cottonwood fluff is coming down like snow. The, the ground looks like green grass with snow on it. And right by the back door, can you see it down there? I open the back door and it blows, it just like it has little feet, it runs in the house. I don't know, I guess the wind blows it up here on the back porch, right up by the back door, and then when I open the door, right in there, like, well, it's like a vacuum sucking it in there. And that stuff's a mess. And it's got my, or something's got my allergies messed up again. There goes a squirrel across the backyard. Callie was out here with me a while ago, and the squirrels are fussing at her. There's two squirrels. That's not a squirrel. That's a rabbit. That's that rabbit that keeps coming across there. Let me turn this around real quick. See it out there? Did y'all see that? I don't have my glasses or my hearing aid on. All right, sorry about that diversion. That rabbit's been here ever since I've been here. That first winter, he's going down on the side of the house over there. There's a hole that goes down under the ground somewhere. The hole is right next to the house, right by the porch on that side. I got a porch and an entrance on 3 sides of this house. And I saw him go down there the first winter I was here, and I don't know if he's got a little house down there underground. I don't know, but I feed him sometimes. I put food out back all the time, and something eats it. I don't know if it's him or what, but I have looked for rabbit food, and I can't find rabbit food. I imagine there's a place somewhere around. I just hadn't found out where it was yet. But let me stop. But he's surviving on something. I don't know if somebody else is feeding him, or I don't know what rabbits eat. I know back in Texas, wild rabbits would eat my gardens, but my gardens here are elevated. He can't get to them. He might can get some of the lower leaves, but he can't get most of them. That garden's doing good too. I'll post some pictures on my community page after a while. I took pictures earlier today. I've got cucumbers that long. They're not very big around. They're still small, but you know, pickles that long are good for making pickles. But they're not fat yet. They're just skinny. I've got a lot of cherry tomatoes and a lot of Roma tomatoes and serrano peppers and jalapeno peppers. No ghost peppers, no scorpion peppers, and no habanero peppers yet. Probably needs to get a lot hotter than this before they produce. And squash. I got some zucchini squash that long, but they're skinny. They're not very big around yet. But anyway, let me shut up and start reading here. Jeremiah chapter 9. There's two mourning doves right there. Right. Let me see if I can turn this around without scaring them. I hope y'all saw them. With that thing turned around like that, I don't know what I'm showing you. My allergies are messed up. I've been outside most of the day. It is beautiful out here. My yard is looking pretty. The gardens are looking pretty. Potatoes are going crazy. And the garlic too. Whenever I feed the birds, I just kind of broadcast seed out into the yard from the back porch here. I keep the bird seed in that short trash can right there. I bought that trash can new just to keep the bird seeds in it ever since the squirrels started eating through the bags of bird seed. And I just broadcast it by hand, like that out in the yard. And evidently some of those bird seeds got in the big pot that I got the garlic growing in, the big bucket, whatever you call it, because there's stuff growing up in there now that I didn't plant. I need to pull it out. The garlic is doing great though. I got a lot of garlic and a lot of potatoes, and I named everything else. All right, let me shut up and start reading. Jeremiah chapter 9. Oh, that my head were waters and mine eyes a fountain of tears, that I might weep day and night for the slain of the daughter of my people. Oh, that I had in the wilderness a lodging place of wayfaring men, that I might leave my people and go from them. For they be all adulterers, an assembly of treacherous men, and they bend their tongues like their bow for lies. But they are not valiant for the truth upon the earth, for they proceed from evil to evil, and they know not me, saith the Lord. Take ye heed every one of his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother, for every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slanders, and they will deceive every one his neighbor, and will not speak the truth. They have taught their tongue to speak lies, and weary themselves to commit iniquity. Thine habitation is in the midst of deceit. Through deceit they refuse to know me, saith the Lord. Therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, Behold, I will melt them and try them, for how shall I do for the daughter of my people? Their tongue is as an arrow shot out, and it speaketh deceit. One speaketh peaceably to his neighbor with his mouth, but in his heart lieth his weight. Shall I not visit them for these things, saith the Lord? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? For the mountains will I take up a weeping and wailing, and for the habitations of the wilderness a lamentation, because they are burned up, so that none can pass through them, neither can men hear the voice of the cattle. Both the fowl of the heavens and the beasts are fled, they are gone, and I will make Jerusalem heaps and a den of dragons, and I will make the cities of Judah desolate without an inhabitant. Who is the wise man that may understand this? And who is he to whom the mouth of the Lord hath spoken, that he may declare it? For what? The land perisheth and is burned up like a wilderness, that none passeth through. And the Lord saith, because they have forsaken my law, which I set before them, and have not obeyed my voice, neither walked therein, but have walked after the imagination of their own heart, and after Baalim, which their fathers taught them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will feed them, even this people, with wormwood, and give them water of gall to drink. I will scatter them also among the heathen, whom neither they nor their fathers have known, and I will send a sword after them, till I have consumed them. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider ye, and call for the mountain of women. I'm sorry. Call for the mourning of women, that they may come, and send for cunning women, that they may come, and let them make haste, and take up a wailing for us, that our eyes may run down with tears, and our eyelids gush out with waters. For a voice of wailing is heard out of Zion. How are we spoiled? We are greatly confounded, because we have forsaken the land, because our dwellings have cast us out. Yet hear the word of the Lord, O ye women, and let your ear receive the word of his mouth, and teach. Some of that cotton fluff got in my mouth somehow. And teach your daughters wailing, and everyone her neighbor lamentation. For death is come up into our windows, and is entered into our palaces, to cut off the children from without, and the young men from the streets. Speak, thus saith the Lord, even the carcasses of men shall fall as dung upon the open field, and as the handful of harvestmen, the handful after the harvestman, and none shall gather them. Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am the Lord, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Lord. Bam, y'all. Y'all want me to read that again? Let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am the Lord, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Lord. Bam again, y'all. That is verse 24 of chapter 9 of the book of Jeremiah. Now, verse 25. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will punish all them which are circumcised with the uncircumcised. That means everybody. Egypt and Judah and Edom and the children of Ammon and Moab and all that are in the utmost corners, and all and uh, all that are in the utmost corners that dwell in the wilderness, for all these nations are uncircumcised, and all the house of Israel are uncircumcised in the heart. Chapter 10. I better start reading fast and stop chasing rabbits and showing rabbits on my video. All right, chapter 10, Jeremiah. Hear, ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the works of the hands of the workman with the axe. They deck it with silver and gold, they fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. Neither also is it in them to do good. For as much as there is none like unto thee, O Lord, thou art great, and thy name is great in might. Bam! Who would not fear thee, O King of nations? For to thee doth it appear, uh, doth it appertain. For as much as among all the wise men of the nations, and in their kingdoms, there is none like unto thee. But they are altogether brutish and foolish. This stock is a doctrine of vanities. Silver spread into plates is brought from Tarshish, and gold from of Uphaz. The work of the workman and the hands of the founder, blue and purple is their clothing. They are all the work of cunning men. But the Lord is the true God. He is the living God and an everlasting King. At his wrath the earth shall tremble, and the nations shall not be able to abide his indignation. Thus shall ye say unto them, the gods, little g, that have not made the heavens and the earth, even they shall perish from the earth and from under these heavens. He hath made the earth by his power, he hath established the world by his wisdom, and hath stretched out the heavens by his discretion. When he uttereth his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens, and he causeth the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightnings with rain, and bringeth forth the wind out of his treasures. Every man is brutish in his knowledge, every founder is confounded by the graven image. For his molten image is falsehood, and there is no breath in them. They are vanity. And so many people, so many religious people worship idols. How can people be so dumb? They are vanity and the work of errors. In the time of their visitation, they shall perish. Got that? The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. Gather up thy wares out of the land, O inhabitant of the fortress. For thus saith the Lord, behold, I will sling out the inhabitants of the land at this once, and will distress them, that they may find it so. Woe is me for my hurt, my wound is grievous. But I said, truly, this is a grief, and I must bear it. My tabernacle is spoiled, and all my cords are broken. My children are my children are gone forth from me, and they are not. There is none to stretch forth my tent any more, and to set up my curtains. For the pastors are become brutish, and have not sought the Lord. Therefore they shall not prosper, and all their flocks shall be scattered. That sounds like today. That sounds exactly like today. Behold, the noise of the bruit is come, and a great commotion out of the north country to make the cities of Judah desolate, and a den of dragons. O Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself, it is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. Amen to that, brothers and sisters. O Lord, correct me, but with judgment, not in thine anger, lest thou bring me to nothing. That's a good verse right there, y'all. I'm going to read it again. O Lord, correct me, but with judgment, not in thine anger, lest thou bring me to nothing. Pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not, and upon the families that call not on thy name. And he will do that. He sure will, not very long from now. For they have eaten up Jacob, and devoured him, and consumed him, and have made his habitation desolate. And I'll stop there. We're at 21 something minutes. So you got chapter 9 and 10. And if the good Lord's will is for us to gather here again tomorrow, I'll see y'all in 12, 13 hours. If not, I'll see y'all hopefully up yonder at the feet of Jesus, where we'll be for all eternity. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'm going to get these things out of my ears and get my hearing aids back on. All right? And I'm going to eat. I haven't eaten all day long. I hadn't been hungry. I'm not hungry now, but oh, wait, I take it back. I did have a chicken salad sandwich. I forgot about that. But I'm hungry again, so I'm going to eat again. Talk to y'all later, friends.